On Wednesday, July 26th, Port Moody's Silk Gallery hosted an opening reception for its latest exhibit, Peace, No More War. This exhibit features the works of Antonio Hyuk Lee, a former South Korean resident who has recently moved to Port Moody. Refreshments were served, and a strong representation from the local arts community ensured that this was a standing room only event. And the jovial mood of those in attendance was somewhat in contrast to the works on exhibit. In Mr. Lee's own words, his works are his interpretations of his concerns of the threat of war in both the present and the future. For those of you who weren't able to make it out for the opening, Tri-Cities Community Television brings you this coverage.
Please allow me to introduce Antonio Hyuk Lee, who is the creator of Peace, No More War that you see here tonight. Antonio grew up in Busan, South Korea, and as a young adult, he was drafted into the military and trained as a soldier as part of a mandatory conscription program. He later studied fine art in Milan, and he was there for 4 years. Less than a year ago, he immigrated from Korea to Canada, to Port Moody, in fact, and we are very honored to have Antonio living in our fine community of City of the Arts. Like everyone, Hyuk Lee admits he is afraid of war. The fear for him is more concrete, being a citizen of South Korea, which is under constant threat of war. Please join me in welcoming Antonio Hyuk Lee.
So first of all, thank you for coming this solo exhibition. This is my third solo exhibition. I had 2 exhibitions in another country like Italy and Korea, and this is my third. So I have a speech and I'd like to read it. War has to be stopped against violence. I cannot prevent war by myself. However, I'd like to try to eliminate it, even if I might be powerless to do so. I have been studying 3 symbols related to war, including an explosion, a soldier, and barbed wire. These symbols of violence have concerned me since I served my 2 years military service in South Korea. This exhibition explores the use of these symbols to provoke thought on the violence of war as I work toward a peaceful world. In my paintings of explosions, I consider the explosion as a power of death. It gives us a deep fear just to see it. But in these paintings, I ask the question, what if I could make a peaceful explosion to heal people, to eliminate darkness? In my animated video arts, I began with the soldier as a symbol of violence. But I take this violence away from the soldier through an expansion of figure. The line tracing the soldier slowly becomes like a circle, and the violence within him is dispersed. The circle is the symbol that philosophically can represent purity. These circles of purity are similar to the rings in the tree, symbols of vitality and history. When we observe this work, we can feel a sort of tiredness or dizziness, resulting from the illusion of movement expressed by the lines. War violates human dignity and fundamental human rights, but it's justified for protection of family, food, money, or culture. In the paintings, I consider how barbed wire offers protection but also isolation. I draw people who are skipping rope with barbed wire. They will jump and jump. The barbed wire is not only offering protection from the enemies, but also creating isolation. The figures depicted have to stop holding the barbed wire, both for themselves and with the consideration for the next generation. Thank you.
This exhibition runs at the Silk Gallery until September 5th. For more information, call 778 355-5399 or check out silkgallery.ca.